Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today we have another card created using one of our new stamp sets out of the Occasions catalog, the 2017. This will be available to customers starting January 4th. This is a great bundle. You can see the stamp set has many different cool treats as well as nice sentiments. So today's card that we're creating is this one, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping to create our own background, as well as some two-step stamping to do our images. So let's go ahead and get started. We will have a bunch of stamps today, so I will be changing blocks and so forth. So our card base is the Whisper White. This is just the standard one. This is cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I am also using a piece of Peekaboo Peach, and this is cut 3 5/8 by 4. And then I have another piece of white that is cut 3 by 3.5. And we are going to use this to layer for the front of our card. So let me grab a piece of scratch paper. In this stamp set, you will see there's lots of little images. We are going to use the dots here, which are for the strawberry. We're also going to use these dots as well as the sprinkles. So let's start with the dots from the strawberry. I have those on my block. The colors that we're going to use today are Crumb Cake, Watermelon Wonder, Peekaboo Peach, and Pool Party. This set is just a great versatile set that looks great with these bright colors, which just makes it that much more fun, right? So I think this will be one of everybody's favorites. We'll start with our Pool Party, and we're going to ink this up, and we are just going to create our own background. So I don't do this that often, so sometimes I just have to remind myself, you know, you can do this, and it's fun. You know, it takes a little bit more time than, you know, just cutting a piece of designer series paper. There is an awesome set of designer series paper that Kirchhoff, you know, that coordinates with this stamp set. But today I just felt like doing a little bit more stamping. Now we will pull in our dots. Let me get those, and we're going to use some Watermelon Wonder. So this should be a little bit easier to see on camera. Alright, and now we will bring in our Peekaboo Peach, and we're going to use that with our sprinkles. Alright, so there is our background paper. And now we can move on to our Whisper White piece. So this is the piece that we are going to stamp our ice cream. So I'm going to start with the ice cream that has the little bite out of it. So we're going to use this one here, as well as these two images. So for this, I'm going to stamp off. So I'm going to start with my Watermelon Wonder. I'm going to ink that up. And then I'm going to stamp off on my paper. I'm going to make sure I'm straight here. And then I'm going to stamp just like that. Okay. And then I'm using this other image that has the two, they probably could be used for sticks, but I'm going to use them to give our ice cream a little bit more dimension. So I stamped in the Watermelon Wonder. This is full strength. I'm not stamping off. And I'm going to stamp right into the ice cream. Okay. Now we will move on to the Peekaboo Peach, and we are going to use, let me switch my blacks here. We're going to use the longer ice cream. I'm going to ink that up in the Peekaboo Peach, stamp off. And then stamp. Looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to take this piece with the stripes. Let me make sure, yeah, this is the way, yeah, that's the way I want it. So I'm going to ink up my Peekaboo Peach. And thank God for photopolymer. I'm going to stamp over. I think that lined up pretty well. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. Alright, now we can move on to our pool party. And now we're going to use the ice cream, the same size as this one, it just doesn't have the bite out of it. And we're going to do the same thing with our pool party. We're going to ink up, stamp off, and then line that up. Hopefully my head didn't get into the camera with that one. Alright. And then we're going to take this little piece and we're going to use that just to give that ice cream a little bit more pop. See? Alright. Now we can put our sticks on our ice cream, and we are going to use our crumb cake for that. So let me open that up. We're done now with the background stamping, so let me get rid of that scratch piece. Alright, and then we're going to line this up. Our crumb cake. Okay. Alright, so now we can bring back our pieces here, and we can go ahead and layer those. So let me grab my snail, and I'm going to add this to our Peekaboo Peach. Okay, just want to make sure I have a nice border. I'm going to lay that down, and then we're going to do our stamping of our sentiment here. Now before I do that, I'm going to bring in my clear Wink of Stella, and I am just going to color in these details on our ice cream. I know this will be very hard to see on the camera, but it sure makes such a difference on the card in person, just to add that little extra. Detail and shine. Okay, and then I'm also going to come down that one. Make sure I got all the way to the end. Yeah, so let me see. I hope you can see that. Alright, now we can go ahead and stamp our sentiment. We are going to use our Watermelon Wonder. And we're going to stamp You're Cool. So I'm going to stamp the You're first. And we're going to stamp that in the Watermelon Wonder, just because I want to have a nice deep color on this Peekaboo Peach. And I think that looks about right. I want to make sure I give myself enough space to put the Cool. Let me grab my Cool. What I like about this is there are two different fonts. So again, it just gives that a little different look than using the same font. Okay. Perfect. Alright, right, now we can adhere that to the front of our card and we will be all done. Alright, and I just want to center this, but I want to have it down a little bit from the top. Try not to get my hands in that wink of Stella. And there we go! So there is our 2 cards. Aren't those fun? I love this set. This is so fun. So again, this bundle is called Cool Treats. It will be available in the New Occasions catalog starting January 4th. If you do have any questions, please let me know. If you do not have a demonstrator and would like a catalog, you can also contact me and I would love to get one out to you. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back with you real soon. Bye-bye!